Many of the commentators use this passage to justify a perspective of Jonah, where Jonah is this rebellious, stubborn prophet who holds out his stubbornness until the very last minute. He's swallowed by the whale, he's getting digested by stomach acid, and he relents to the Lord and cries out for deliverance, and the Lord acquiesces in response to his prayer. That's a possible interpretation. There's lots of good reasons in the text here to think Jonah was kind of a chucklehead and was not paying too much attention to what the Lord had for him. The other option is to see this as a way for the author of the text to situate this prayer in contrast to other prayers not talked about directly in this text. I'm going to take that later view here, and I think it's important. This makes good sense of the text, and we'll explain exactly why that is when we get to the next section here. But it also protects us theologically if we understand it this way. Jonah is already a book that tends towards a sort of crass moralism or fatalism. We tend to read it as an allegory of if you do the wrong thing, God punishes you, and when you finally do the right thing, he blesses you. And there's a certain level of common grace wisdom to that approach. The whole book of Proverbs is proverbial sayings that if you do this, then God will do this. If you raise up your children in the way they will go, they will not depart when they are older. But we also learn in the book of Job and the book of Ecclesiastes that those proverbial sayings, although generally true, it's not a magic formula. And so we have this tendency to read Old Testament literature as though it was this sort of like equation that God punishes us when we're bad, he relents from his punishment when we say we're sorry, and we have to be careful about that. If we understand what I'm about to teach from the next section here, that this is not a strict sequence of events, that Jonah began praying before he was swallowed by the whale, and this is simply recording the prayer that was actually within the whale,